Tes yeux d'un bleu séducteur soulagent les peines de mon cœur. Blue sky smiling at me. Les yeux sur la terre. L'envol de nos rêves sous la peau se dessine les courbes de mon cœur dessine. Dance, girl, in the dance. When the band begins to play. Dance, dance. Shake it every which way. Dance, girl, in the dance. When the band begins to play. Dance, dance. Mais un peu de symphonie pour toi. Girl, not a toy.
Episode of Around the Piano, and as you saw from our intro, we've got some very special guests, the band, the duo Rosaway, who this is our second time speaking with both of them. But first, we just wanted to remind everybody that 216 Creator Studios and Piano Trends Music are bringing you Around the Piano today. So go to the website, go to the YouTube channel, be sure to follow us, like us, ring that bell so you'll get the notifications of all the latest as we go. And we're going to have some fun. Now, at Piano Trends, this is the time of year where we like to talk about the kids renting band instruments because it's going to come up school time sooner than you think. So just remember, when you shop local, you save. And it's going to be a good time. So, and Aldrin is behind there producing today. Hello, Aldrin.
Hello, Tim.
Nice. And tomorrow, we wanted to let you know because it's Make Music Day.
It is,
and
yes.
We're going to have some fun with a Piano Man Jam and a room full of pianos. We're going to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a good segue because Make Music Day originated in France. And we've got our good friends that we met at the NAMM show in January. And hello, Rachel. Hello, Steph.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
So let's tell everybody is quickly learning about Rosaway because you guys are all over the place now. Since we last saw you, you've got some new albums out. You got new music coming out all the time. And I have to say, I love the way that you guys do Blue Skies. It's original. You've reinvented the song. And then just last night, I see Just the Two of Us that you guys did. That was so awesome. I know that was a quick little clip there, but that you reinvent old songs sometimes in addition to your original music. So we enjoy that. But tell us how you're doing. What's going on out there?
Doing great.
We're doing great, and yeah, like you said, we write and we arrange a lot of music, and we've been pretty busy since NAMM show. Yeah. We get the new album out, so the whole promotion around it.
We had a tour in Europe. We went to
came
the
back
UK and then to Croatia, and then now we're back in France because Summer Tour is happening right now. So we have a show in Paris tomorrow, and then we have a lot of festivals this summer. So it's cool.
It is. It's awesome seeing you guys again. And I know you just finished through California again. You came back, right?
Yeah, it was end of April.
End of March.
End of March
until mid-April. Yeah.
And then we came back to Europe. We played the UK.
No, it was before.
Oh no, I'm confused now. Now I'm like all confused. We played too many shows, too many countries. And no, that was before. That was before California. Yeah. That's right.
Well, we want to get you guys out into the Midwest so people out here in the Chicago area get to see and hear your music live and in person because it's a whole different experience. But I know when we were at the NAMM show, you guys amaze me because you're playing in a hotel one night, you're flying to New York to do a show, and then you're back in California the next day.
The next day, the next morning, it was kind of crazy.
We slept in the plane.
Yeah, we slept 2 hours on the way there and 2 hours on the way back. It was 48 hours of just like with 4 hours of sleep and 3 shows. But
Oh, that was
it
great.
was awesome. That was awesome.
It is. Well, I tell you, it's just we certainly enjoyed catching up with you out there. Now, I will assume, and I shouldn't. Have you already booked for the NAMM show for next year?
Well,
Reach out.
Not yet, but
not yet, but it's in.
It will happen, right?
Yeah, it might happen.
Yeah. And you can say it might happen. I'm going to tell you it's going to happen because it's.
I really hope so.
Guys
I
out-
really hope so.
Yeah.
But definitely we'll
it's
be
always
there.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's always great.
Yeah.
It's always great.
Tell us about you've got a new release coming up. Tell us a little bit about that, how it came about, and about your original work.
Sure.
So yeah, we released a new album called Girls. It's a 10 songs album with an extra bonus, if I can say that. So it's 11 songs, and they all about women. So it was all work about women and about women identities. So yeah, we are on that now, on that topic
promoting
now.
that
So
and playing the songs live, which is great. When you write an album, you produce, you record it. It's a long process. It's a whole thing, and then it kind of comes alive, of course, on stage. And
but it's kind of terrifying
it's
too,
terrifying, but
because
it's
you know
great.
it's like it's the real deal, to play it live. So you don't really know if people will like it or not, and if it's gonna, if the
it's a challenge. It's definitely a challenge.
Sure.
But,
it's fun. It's fun too.
it's great, and we now we of course we played a few songs already live, and we kind of readjust everything when we come home after a few shows. We're like, okay, this part was really bad, this part was great, people love that part, let's make it longer, let's create something. And we love to adjust things and not stay on our position and just like play the song from A to Z. It doesn't make sense. It's very important to see how people react and what they tell us during the song, after the show, and then readjust everything to make it better and
to make it all
interesting
and to make it ours, because for now it's just like a song we wrote and it's a song on an album, and then after that it was a song of people because
Sure.
people are listening to it, and now it's back to us,
back to us. Yeah,
so we have to like live with the song now. So yeah, and to make it live too. So
yeah. But it's a good experience. It's great.
fun. It's fun.
Great.
Yeah, you rearrange it until you get it just right, and you use your feedback from the fans.
Yeah.
And
Always.
we are not the same people than when we actually recorded them. So because we recorded the album last summer, so we changed. So now we have to readjust because we're different persons, So it's always something moving,
That's so cool. Now, take us through the process when you're writing. Do you write together? Do you do the lyrics together, the music together? Who does what? Is it a collaboration?
He does nothing. I do everything.
But I think the credits.
Third, yeah.
I think the credits. It's very important.
No, that's not true.
No, it's.
It depends.
It really
actually.
depends for every song.
Yeah, we don't
there's,
have one recipe for
Yeah.
for writing, and we're definitely different when it comes to write
writing,
song.
yeah.
So Steph is more like the natural guy
Yeah.
of the band, and I'm more like the smart. No, I'm more into like understand, trying, like and stuff, and it's more
and
like
rethink.
this is
you
great.
need to rethink.
Yeah, so
I need to wake up. I used to just wake up in the middle of the night and just have a rhythm or a groove and a melody and record it, and then play to Rachel in the morning, even if I want to kind of wake her up to make her listen. But I don't do that. And then it's great because when I do that, she gives me like all the feedbacks, and sometimes you give me feedbacks like way after that, like for this album. And sometimes she's gonna write like lyrics, and I'm gonna get inspired by the lyrics, or she writes a melody or a theme. So it's really
And
it's
sometimes
never the
we
same.
listen to a song of an artist we
Yeah.
like or we don't like actually, and I'm like, oh, and we're like, oh, I like this way of like writing songs, or I like this kind of melody, or I like this kind of production. Yeah. So it really depends. Yeah.
Which makes it very interesting to not have one way to do the thing, I guess.
Yeah. Now, when you do your live music, it's obviously just the two of you there. We see the drums, we see the flute, and by the way, you're a wonderful flautist too. That's amazing. But and I know your background is classical. Tell us a little bit about your beginnings. You know, I know as a child you studied classically.
Yeah, as a child, a teenager, and actually an adult, like, I quit. I didn't quit for real, but I started to play pop music, like I would say 6 or 7 years ago, and I was doing backing vocals. So that's how I introduced myself in the pop music world, But yeah, I'm classical music trained for sure. Like I did the conservatoire and I did all my studies and I went to college. So yeah, and I was a teacher too. So I had my diploma actually. So yeah, it was more about like doing good and doing well in the classical music field, And at some point I was like, I'm not sure I want to do that my whole life. I just want to have a lot of fun and not to be stressed and just like doing moves on the stage and stuff like that. Yeah. So at some point I felt really like that classical music. You know what I mean? So even if I love playing music, classical music, so it's just a different part of myself, and it's a part of myself which didn't make me feel good at some point and happy. And I was like, what's the point of playing music if you don't play, if you don't enjoy yourself? So that was an all, reflection and an all like thinking about me, myself, and music and what I want to do with my life, So that's how.
It's great. Steph, how about you? What is your early background? How did you get into music, and how did you know you were going to be a drummer?
I kind of always knew. My parents are musicians, so I was banging on kind of everything when I was 2, and I got my first drum kit when I was 2 for my second birthday. So it was not really something who came to, I didn't have to put anything on the table. Everything was there already. Kind of just like play the drums and that's it. So yeah, I've been doing that for kind of forever, and started my playing with the professional bands when I was 12 or 13. Even if I was still at school, of course, I didn't quit school, but I was playing during the weekends with I was 12 and I was playing with people like 40, 45 years old. So with a lot of experience, which was great. And I learned a lot until, I reached a level to get to a real professional gig.
Sure.
Yeah. I studied classical music as well in meantime, kind of.
Sure.
And I learned a lot playing all the keys, like the xylophone and all this. That was great.
So now on your background tracks, who's doing all the music there? Are you guys providing all the tracks? Do you bring in other musicians?
Well,
yeah, for the guitar.
Yeah. We have a guitar player actually who played on stage with us for a while, and we are still collaborating a lot.
Bass too.
Bass
guitar.
We have a bass player that I played with. I played with this guy for like 10 years, 12 years, and is a great person, great bass player, and I played a lot of Moogs on the album. So there's a lot of bass and my synths as well. It's a lot of big combination. For the rest, all the keys we played it ourselves, except on one song I asked my mom to play it.
That's cool.
And on one song on Blue Skies, actually we
have
a special guest who is actually Sean Martin, one of the keyboard player from Snarky Puppy. So
Oh, fantastic.
The solo.
yeah.
And on the live session, on the live with a small orchestra, of
Mhm.
course, we had different arrangements.
Yeah,
The one you can find on YouTube and also on the
it's
album.
it's
Actually,
the bonus.
that's the
track.
bonus track that we had, like a different version of it, and of course we have like many other instruments. But most of the tracks we are working on the tracks here in our little studio here in Paris. So, and then putting all this on the machines and on making loops and to make it, become alive on stage, so I can play with it. I can play all the loops and different tracks, and to make it interesting, to not have like one track from
Exactly. Right. Well, and that's a talent in itself to be able to put that together for a live performance.
It was a lot of work. We worked on it. Well, it took us. I would say it took us a year to figure out, okay, what was working and what was not.
Right.
We had the idea, but to make it work, it took forever.
And you're still always changing it because you're always rearranging when you
Of course,
discover.
and it's never the same because, for example, we played "Girls." We played "Girl," the single of the album. We played it how many times on stage? 4 times, maybe.
Yeah, a bit more.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
Four, 5 times. And a few nights ago, we decided to change the entire like bridge. It was not long enough. We could see people getting really into the groove, and the flute was like I love this flute part, which is not at all on the album. It's a completely different part, and we are really getting into it. But my track was the bridge part was too short.
Okay. Yeah.
Broke everything down, and now we are splitting the bridge into, I don't know, 6 or 7 different pads, and I got loops, I got long tracks. So now Rachel is going to give me cues.
So we're gonna try that
tomorrow.
night.
It's still
We'll
not
see.
on the pad, but we're going to try it tomorrow night. So
We'll tell you.
Okay. Let us know how that works out.
so yeah, it's interesting. It's challenge. It's dangerous. I mean, you know what I mean. It's risky.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, especially when it's just the two of you on stage, you got to get all that down. That's for sure.
Definitely. But we know each other. We know how to kind of, if there's something wrong or loop is not or something, we adjust.
Which leads me to the next question. How long have you guys known each other? How did you meet? And did you meet musically first?
Kind of. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
met
you can say
7
that.
years ago.
Yeah.
And we met
Yeah, it
at
was-
a wedding, but it was
It
a
was a
musician's
musician wedding.
wedding.
So it was kind of, yeah. So everything was combined already. It was kind of, there was music everywhere. That's for sure.
So,
And,
yeah.
yeah. So that was 11 years ago. But we didn't start playing together
Until 6 years
until
ago.
6
No,
years
we played some
little bit.
shows like
with different artists a little bit, but
and we share.
we shared the stage. Yeah, we
But,
we played, but actually that was a chemistry always when we were playing with other artists. So so that's also probably why we at some point we were like, we should start a band together, because if it's that powerful, we need to not just play for others, but we should do something together.
Well, you can definitely see the connection when you guys are on stage, the chemistry that you spoke of. It's very visible to everybody who's watching. I go back to the NAMM show again, where we saw you. And we've seen you a couple times at NAMM show, but this last year, I was watching people walking by that Marriott stage. Their heads turned, and they were just passing through, but they turned around and they came back, and they were mesmerized by the music that you guys were doing. And a lot of it is the chemistry that the two of you had working together, because you could see you guys were so in sync with that music, with it, that it was amazing. It was great, and I hope more and more people get to see that.
Thanks
So-
a lot.
Now, this summer, so you're going to be doing festivals. Are you good in France, in Europe?
In Europe.
Yeah, Europe. We started in France. We started already. We played
Croatia,
the
actually.
two first festivals in Croatia. We came back.
Mm-hmm.
France,
Now it's going to be France and then
Until-
Germany and Belgium.
Belgium, yeah,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then come back to France.
And then back to the US, I guess. So we'll see.
Okay. Well, we're posting for people who are world travelers. We're posting your concert schedule right now, so
Great.
they can do that. What's the best way if somebody wants to get in touch with you or go find your music? Should they go to your website? Should they go to the YouTube? Where's the best
Uh,
place to go to find you?
I would say that
I think
like
it depends.
digital platforms is
Yeah.
great because you can have the albums, but if you want some live, some lifestyle, some behind the scene and stuff, I would say like social medias for sure.
Okay.
And if you want to see some like music videos and this kind of thing, this kind of work, definitely YouTube, I would
Yeah.
say.
YouTube is more like
So the best is to follow us
everywhere.
Everywhere. Exactly. If somebody wants to get the new album and download it or to purchase an actual physical copy, where do they do that? Go to rosaway.com?
Yeah, you can send us a DM on
if you
social
want a
medias if
actual,
you want
like,
the
physical
physical on social medias or on our website on the contact page, so we can ship the album
EP,
because
or we have
the
an EP.
store, the online store doesn't work.
Got it
So
here.
oh yeah.
Wait.
There we go. Which, by the way, is a great album cover there too. Oh, you can get it in vinyl as well.
That's the LP.
Yeah, so it's cool. So and we have CDs too.
We have CDs too.
And yeah, and if you want to stream it or to
Or
download it, I guess
download,
on Apple,
Yeah.
iTunes, everywhere. I guess. Yeah.
Bandcamp. We
Amazon
are
probably too.
everywhere, and to send us a message pretty much everywhere. Also, if you wanna, if
Mhm.
people want to get in touch, Instagram, Facebook, anything.
We check everything.
Yeah, we check everything. We answer to everything. We like to have messages from people and be in touch with people listening to our music. So it's we answer everything.
That's fantastic. What I want to do, I want to put in a special request. Bring one, at least one of the vinyl albums to the trade show next year, and I'll buy it from you because I still old school on the vinyl.
Yeah, people loved it. We didn't expect that. People love this the vinyl, so it's great. It's a good. We are proud of it.
That's great. That's great. So, when you guys do, I would assume when you go to parties and things like that, and you go visit friends, the first thing they're going to do is, "Hey, could you guys sing a song for us?" You get that a lot. Yeah,
it happens a lot. It's happened, and people want to know, of course, like when you travel a lot and play shows, people want to. It's always kind of interesting, exotic. Yeah, for people like, oh, yesterday you were in Croatia. I mean, it can sound like kind of. It's kind of normal for us to be traveling, but so we don't. Yeah, it's not for everyone's. Not everyone has the chance to travel as much as we do. So it's
exactly right.
That's something we share a lot, of course.
Yeah, so that's for sure. So I didn't ask you guys this beforehand, but I saw you pull a ukulele out there before we started.
What is that? What was that?
I saw you pull the ukulele out when you were in the room together.
Behind, yeah.
Mm.
We just recorded a video, so we kind of moved everything around.
Oh, okay. I was going to say maybe pull it out and play a little something for us, but I won't put you on the spot.
Thank you. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Even though I just did, I won't do that. But we're gonna be playing some of Rosaway's videos on our Facebook page later on today afterwards, and we hope that everybody is enjoying talking with Rosaway. And if you've got questions for them, send them to us. We'll get the message to them. They'd love to reach out to you. If you have any interest, if you have any trouble finding them, we'll make sure that you do. So the rest of the summer, I know you've got the festivals. How about the fall? What's going on this fall?
So probably October we might be in the States.
Okay.
And we might go to Asia as well.
All right.
Still working on it. First time in Asia for us. So we'll see. We're still working on that. We also have shows here in France. So it's still working on it, and we're gonna have new songs also out. So we're gonna have to promote those songs. We are now yeah, doing a lot of covers, and we're gonna have some original songs as well. In between every show, we write song and we produce, and so we still don't know where this band is gonna take us, and where we're gonna be in a few months, actually.
Right. It's always evolving. Now, when you choose your cover songs, like you did Blue Skies and Just the Two of Us, and you've done others, how do you choose those songs? Are they just favorite songs of yours personally, and then you reimagine those songs?
Hmm.
That's a
It's
combination of
yeah,
a lot of things. So there's covers for album like Blue Skies. It's more about our taste, more about would it fit to my voice? Would it fit to our style? What can we bring new on this song? And when it comes to covers, we post like almost every week on
on
our
socials. Yeah,
social medias. Is more about is it a well-known song, and can we do something with it, and can we do that as an exercise and as a game, like it's in between the game and the exercise and the style exercise, like you have a material and you try to do something and to make it your own, so it's but we love just the two of us,
yeah,
by the way.
of course.
But yeah, it's more about like we navigate
Yeah,
in between these two things about what we like and what we have to work on, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So
because it's interesting. It's
and
not,
we try
yeah,
to have challenges,
challenges. Yeah,
so
and it's not all about what you love or what you like, and but also what people want to hear, what people expect from you, and where what you can find to make people happy, but also, of course, bring what you want to bring,
and to
your own stuff, and it's
to get the attention of the audience, when we decided to do just the two of us, we know that everybody knows this song, so we're like, okay, we're gonna catch their attention, and how can we bring Rosaway in this like super hit, so
Sure,
it's
sure.
yeah, and you'll see also. I mean, it's we're gonna release a new single, which is actual single. It's gonna be on all the platforms, and we have
and it's a
even
cover.
and it's a cover. It's gonna be out June 27th, and we even have a live session with it that we recorded in LA in the studio, filmed and everything. So it's a fun cover. I think people don't expect us to
No.
play that song. It's
But that's going to be exciting. I can't wait for that. June 27th. So we'll be definitely be watching for that.
Right.
Let me ask you this question. If there, well, I've got two questions for you. One, who are your musical inspirations? What inspires you? Inspires your music? Is there
That's
artist out there, somebody we know or somebody we don't know?
that's hard. I mean,
It's hard to tell because there's music and there's the whole, how can I say that, project and the whole career, which is totally different, I would say. When it comes to career, I would say for me, Anderson Paak for sure. Like, I think that is probably one of the best musician and best producer and best drummer of his generation. So, and I'm always amazed how he actually can like reinvent himself. Like
mhm.
every project is so different and he proves how good he is, like he but is himself. So you can recognize him everywhere, but it's just like so different in every project. So I would say that for that is
It's
definitely
very impressive. It's
yeah, it's an
huge
interest.
inspiration. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it can go from like hip hop, jazz. Is so wide what it can do. Of course, what he did with Bruno Mars,
Mhm.
and we respect that a lot. And for us, it's very important to be that open minded. Well, I wish we could be that good and that
Yeah,
open minded.
and for me is just a definition of musician, like because he create for sure, but he can do pretty much what he wants, you know, like he can like do soul music, and he can do like hip hop music, and he can do like disco music, and then like he can do everything. And sometimes he can be like a side drummer too, a side man. So I'm like, okay, so he can actually not be in front, you know, like not be a band
Sure.
leader, which I think is like a sign of being like humble and really like, you know, I don't know, really good. So
Yeah, that's definitely a big inspiration. But of course, we love all the classic. I mean, we are of course huge
Stevie
fan.
Wonder,
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's
Ella
the
Fitzgerald, and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
of course.
Well, it's fascinating because as you're describing that, it almost sounded like you were describing yourselves from what you were just saying earlier. That seems to be your approach to your music, just the way you described that, because that's what you see. Your music is fresh, it's different. You reinvent it when you need to. You're always aware of that. And you were inspired by people who do the same thing. So that's kind of a cool thing. Now, the second question I wanted to ask you guys is people getting into the music business, still starting out, still wanting to figure themselves out. What's the best advice you could give a young person just trying to find their way into the music business, into the performing side of things?
Keep digging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And get inspired especially now on social medias, because everyone and all the best musicians, producers, artists are there. So find the right ones that you want to be like, and get inspired, even get in touch with them. People are good people. They want to help, and they are always happy to to share their experience, and to to make you feel better, and to help you. So
Sure.
we always reach out to artists and to people inspiring us, and so I would definitely see that. Just yeah.
That's
I would
awesome.
say be curious. Be curious, because we say in France, we have like a sentence saying curiosity is actually a really bad default.
Yeah, but bad thing.
Bad thing. But actually, I would say that being curious is actually the best thing ever. Like, don't be afraid of being disappointed. Don't be afraid of being like, what? Of surprise, or don't be afraid of falling in love with a music like that you didn't expect to like, actually. So I would say that don't be afraid to try things, and to try to listen to new things, and to try to understand. And when I was in college, one of my teacher, sorry, she said to us, when you don't like something, that's actually where you have to dig, because that's what it's interesting, because you have to understand why you don't like it. And most of the time, if you don't like it and you try to understand why, you're going to like it. So I would say that every time you don't like something, like, try to understand why, because probably it reminds you something, and you have to work on that. So I would say that being curious is definitely something young people should be.
Yeah, and definitely don't be afraid to try. That's definitely what you said. I like that, I think. And try hard, not try for a minute, just try.
Only for music, I would say.
Yes,
Music, of course.
only for music. But yeah, that's what we do. I mean, we try every day, and that's how you learn. And you fall a lot, but trying, and keep doing it, and just
Exactly. Well, it's really good advice, because you don't succeed unless you fail a little bit along the way.
yeah, and you're gonna fall a lot. But
You,
that's part of it. That's it.
Well, guys, this has been wonderful catching up with you again, following up with you since the NAMM show. Let's stay in touch, and let's.
I would like
let's
to
do this
chime in
again.
if I can.
And Drew is back. So hello.
Hey.
What's up, you two, my dynamic duo? Here. Ever since I met you at NAMM, I am the man behind the camera today, so you will not see me, but you will hear me.
We hear you.
The performance that you guys did at NAMM was mind-blowing. Steph, that drum solo, that I was like, oh my God, where did this guy come from? Right? And then when I saw the flute come out, I was like, okay, it's a drummer and a flute. right? I don't know what to expect.
Stay there.
Yeah, and you are such a talented woman. Your voice is so unique. You have almost like a nostalgic 50s styled BBC type of voice to me.
I was going to even say going to the 40s.
It's got a smoky. You got your
that I heard before. Somebody's one of my teachers said that I have a smoky voice.
I don't hear that.
And I don't smoke at all. So yeah.
Well, it's not that kind of smoky. It's barbecue smoky.
That I do.
And I like barbecue. So there's that. And listen, and I want to tell you the inspiration that you have given. So my daughter plays the flute.
Cool.
And, she's very driven. And when I showed the video, the NAMM video that we took of you, she just didn't understand how you get those sounds. It sounds so good out of that instrument. It's so different and unique that we've never heard anything. She's striving to be like you.
Yes, indeed.
To be honest with you. So the day you come out here, and I'm hoping you will, I would love to get her an autograph. Love to see you guys in person. Come sit around the piano with us. Have a conversation. And listen, once again, you guys, the ladder of success for you guys is endless. It just keeps going up and up. And I'm watching you and I'm following you. I don't know if you see me on Facebook, liking and sharing, subscribing your stuff, because you guys are phenomenal. It's such a unique sound that is going to spread. And I cannot wait to say I know them. Which I do not.
He's listening to you. He's listening to you.
Thank you.
No, absolutely. And listen, like I said, there is a possibility that you'd be coming out.
There's a very possibility. We're looking into it. You never know until it happens, but
that's right.
we're if we have anything to say about it, we're going to make that happen.
Yes,
that'd be great.
And I wasn't here for the first part. Are we doing NAMM? Are they doing NAMM this year?
I got it probably out of staff. So
yes,
they'll be there. They'll be there.
Now, listen, there's a cappuccino way of doing things, and the answer is yes. You will be there. You'll allow me to buy you dinner at a restaurant where they shut the lights off on us because the interview went too long. And
wait a minute, you're buying dinner?
Yes, I'm buying dinner.
I'm going to join you guys
for that. You're a lobster.
That's good.
All the time. I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Awesome to have you guys on the show. We're honored and humbled for you to be on our platform as always. Rach, Steph, I always bless you and wish you best to your future. And if there's anything you ever need from the 21/6 Creative Studio team, we are in your corner at any capacity.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
That's too kind. Thank you. Thanks for everything.
Blue skies ahead.
Blue skies ahead.
Blue skies ahead.
Love it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. We will talk to you guys soon. Stay in touch. Keep us abreast of what's going on out there.
Sounds great. Thank you again so much. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.